This interview is being presented by Intimidation Clothing. Impose your will. Uncivilize. Don't talk about it. Be about it. Be a beast among men. Adrenaline Training Center. Up your game. Change the way you train. TheDailyPunch.net. Have you gotten your Daily Punch? Area 51 Fight Gear and MMA Mind Power. Late Night MMA Radio is live Monday and Thursdays, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. Call into the show to win MMA merchandise. www.latenightmma.com. Join the revolution. Let's bring on Strikeforce fighter Antwain Britt. How's it going, man?
Hey, what's going on, man? Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming on. So what are you up to tonight?
Nothing. Sitting in the house trying to wind down from a long day of training clients. So just trying to relax the rest of the night.
Good stuff. So where do you train clients at?
Right now, currently I'm training clients at a home gym, hybrid training center we're in Virginia Beach, Virginia, a corner of Rosemont, Virginia Beach Boulevard, for anyone who's familiar with the area. Huge facility, 15,000 square feet. And having a lot of success training my clients. My clients are doing really well right now, losing an average of 2 to 4 pounds a week, great gains in strength, agility, speed. So everyone's happy right now.
Good stuff, man. Maybe I have to get my fat ass in there.
Come on in anytime, bro. We'll put the gloves on you and let you go to work.
Okay, so let's talk about your last fight in Strikeforce.
Okay,
we'll just walk through the fight for the fans.
Okay. Well, it was a pretty short fight, actually. Went in there, and it felt really good for the fight. It would be for those of you guys who aren't familiar, that was my first fight at 185, cut down to 185. I was originally a heavyweight when I started doing MMA. Seems like a million years ago, and gradually made it down to 205 to get onto the Ultimate Fighter. Once I got into the Ultimate Fighter, I stayed on at 205 for a while and decided to make the trek down to 185. So first fight at 185, main event, great fight for me. And went in there and just made a stupid mistake and ended up getting caught and then lost that last fight. So we all know, being in this game, it's at the end of the day, no matter how hard you train,
right,
no matter what's going on, at the end of the day, it's a fight to fight, and everyone comes to fight. And when you got two guys that size throwing bombs at each other, something's bad's going to happen. So, with my, career, having, the majority of my wins by knockout, I've been a spoiler for a lot of guys. So, I guess what goes around comes around. So.
What's up next for you in mixed martial arts?
That's still signed with Strikeforce. Got a couple more fights on the contract. Just getting back in the lab. I just had my knee surgery. Something that I've been dealing with. So had the knee fixed. Training 100% now, and just really getting in there and revamping the whole game. Just training with a lot of different people. Moving around, getting a lot of different looks. So. Going to stay at 185 is a good weight. I'm big, I'm strong at 85, and, I'm as fast as the 85 is down there. So it's going to be a good look. I'm not going to let, what happened in the last fight discourage me. Just like I said, anything can happen in these fights. I've knocked out plenty of guys, so it's like, you live by the sword, you die by the sword. So just really focusing on training myself, and, again, with my fitness company that's growing leaps and bounds and is doing really well right now. So those are my two main focuses.
For sure, man. And like you said, anything can happen when you step into the cage, especially the way you fight. Obviously, you love to stand and bang. That's what makes you a fan favorite. Talk about your style of fighting.
I've always been I go out there and I throw hands. I've always been a pretty good boxer. I go to primarily Muay Thai school, so my kickboxing is really well. I use my wrestle at Old Dominion, so use my wrestling to stay on my feet, and I throw bombs heavy-handed, and I have a pretty good reach. I have a 77-inch reach, so it allows me to use those hands pretty liberally. Um, uh, no one can ever say they've seen a boy and Antwain Britt fight. That's
For
one
sure.
thing no one can ever say.
That's
So,
right, bro.
and again, I am a fan favorite, and people love to come out and spend their hard-earned money to watch me fight, and I'm really happy about that, and I'm a big fan of my fans. So, when I can go out there, I'm not gonna go out there. I'm not gonna use my wrestling to lay on the guy for 15 minutes. I'm gonna go out there, throw bombs, and make it a great fight for the fans. Make people want to come and see me. Win, lose, or draw, you're gonna want to come and see Antwain Britt fight.
For sure, man. For sure. Let's talk a little bit about your Ultimate Fighter 8 experience.
And that was a great experience, man. Went on there on the 8th season. Actually, one of the guys projected to win the show, myself and Bader, who did win the show. We were kind of like the big dogs in the house, and went into the intro fights, fighting a guy named Ryan Jimmo. Good guy, really big 205er, well-rounded guy.
Joke. Yeah.
Yeah, Jimmo's no joke at all. So went in there, had a really good fight against him, beat him up, but ended up breaking my hand in about 45 seconds of the first round in that fight. And, of course, with an injury like that, the commission wouldn't let me continue. So, I had to be sent home. Definitely a bittersweet experience. I, went out there and got to kind of test myself against some of the best fighters in the world at that weight, and and was very competitive, and actually, did what I went there to do. Unfortunately, injuries happen, and it's funny because that's the only time that I've ever been, injured, broken a hand or something like that in a cage, and to have that happen in such a pivotal time was definitely, I had to pick myself up a little bit, come back home, and kind of rebuild the castle. But, came back and racked off 4 straight victories, and, I didn't let. And then shortly after that, got signed with Strikeforce. So I didn't let it bring me down too much to the point where I couldn't be productive. While I didn't have faith in myself and my abilities. It's just in this game you get injured, you get hurt, and things happen. It was a really great experience for me. Got to meet a lot of good people I still keep in contact with today, and and Dana ended up being the boss anyway. So. I guess everything kind of worked out the way that it was supposed to. So it was a great experience. I wouldn't change it for anything.
Okay, man. Any sponsors you'd like to thank? Promote your Twitter or Facebook.
Man, yeah, definitely. Follow me on Twitter at BrittFitZone. Also Facebook, Antwain Britt, if you don't follow me already. And check out the website. It should be launching in about 2 more weeks. 1st of April, BrittFitZone.com. See what I'm doing, how I'm getting my clients into shape using what I've learned from MMA and boxing and kickboxing and everything to help my clients either lose insane amounts of weight and really raise their level of fitness. So looking forward to that. And when you see me back in the cage, I guarantee there's going to be the same old Antwain Britt that guys are used to seeing, and I'm going to bring a storm. That's what I always do. So looking forward to getting back in there.
Good deal, man. When you know when your next fight is, hit me up and we'll get you back on the show.
I will do, man, always.
Good stuff, man. Talk to you later.